So, what is the role of Project Management Institute? Modernly, many companies are increasing their efforts to remove the gap between strategy development and strategic results. Creating Project Management Office or PMO and encompassing portfolio, program, and project management is the key capability for bridging that gap. Projects are often complex and involve a lot of stakeholders. People who can affect or be affected by the result of the project. This is why having a project manager to lead the initiative and keep everyone on the same page is very, very important. As your business expands, you will certainly meet a necessity of some way to managing projects. You should establish particular needs in regards to starting a project, possess an ability to plan all activities and resources. You should understand and know how to create and manage budgets, how to work with risks, as well as a knowledge which tools you can use to deliver your project faster within scope, time, cost, so-called triple triangle or triple constraint. Triple triangle is a set of constraints which are in every project, and constraints which you will always deal with is scope, time, and cost. But we will cover these things a little bit later. As for Project Management Institute, this is the leading and the most powerful organization for those who consider managing projects as their profession. A guide to the project management body of knowledge, or PMBOK guide, is PMI's flagship publication and is fundamental resource for effective project management in any industry, in absolutely any industry. For those who want to start their career in project management, the primary book that I would recommend is PMBOK 6th edition, but the 7th edition will be published later in this year. More information about PMI or Project Management Institute you can find on their website pmi.org. So it's just a few words about PMI. Moving on, let's see what does the project mean. A majority of people have an intuitive sense of what a probable definition of the project entails, and this being the key cause of certain organizations not understanding the value of project management. It creates particular constraints since people tend to think that in order to manage a project, you simply have to create some tasks and track them until closure. Guys, tracking the tasks is just a small part of project manager's responsibility. And Project Management Institute gives us a clear definition of what the project actually means. Let's see. So, project is a temporary endeavor with the beginning and the end, and the final product, service, or result is always unique. And it doesn't matter what you have as a result, product or service, it should be always unique. It's a main definition of the project, and please keep it in mind. So let's see an example to better understanding this definition. Everything roots from an idea. Let's say I have an idea to organize a birthday party. Now, could we say if it's a project or not? Most likely yes. However, let's see if it's according to definition and what I have to do. First of all, I have to analyze the scope of the party, right? I have to think who will show up on my party. I have to think where it will take place. I have to think in advance as to what kind of potential risk could take place. I need to think what kind of food and drinks I have to buy. I have to create and plan interesting activities for my guests. And of course, I want them to remember this day. So it must be something memorable, something unique. And to sum up, I have a start date, I have a finish date, certain activities planned out, and the wanted result of my party being unique. Unique in terms of something that doesn't repeat, something that doesn't happen on a daily basis. In conclusion, it's absolutely safe to say that the organization of my birthday party is indeed a project because it includes a temporary activities which entails a start date, which entails a finish date, and the result of which embodies uniqueness. It's funny, but a lot of people don't understand what the project means because some of them think that the project manager is someone who make a coffee, someone who need to take care about office, someone who need to print the documents, answer calls, and so on. That's why, first of all, we need to have a clear understanding what exactly that means. Here, guys, please keep in mind, if you have doubts or whether something you want to do is a project or not, remember just two words: temporary and unique. Temporary, that means that you have a start and finish date, a set of activities that definitely will be finished. And unique, something that is not repeated. If your initiative meets these two terms, it means that you have a project. Simple, isn't it? This is exact meaning of the project. At this point, we've already established a clear understanding of the project and what it carries within itself. Now, how would you define the project management? Probably some of your answers are planning and managing activities, estimating these activities, managing resources, calculating costs, creating communication plan. If any of these were your answers, then you are great, because this is actually what the project management is all about. In other words, according to Project Management Institute, project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to achieve project requirements. And these being the main definition of the project management. Now, let's discuss in detail what kind of knowledge areas does PM accomplishes, because by definition, project management is the application of this knowledge.